Buenas and half a day, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at the Barrigada Readiness Center to conduct warrior advancements and our Battle Handoff Ceremony. Thank you for tuning in. Good morning and welcome. Joining us today are Colonel Charles Douglas, Chief of Staff, Command Sergeant Major Celso Leonin, State Command Sergeant Major, our host, Lieutenant Colonel Tesleen Panton, Recruiting and Retention Battalion Commander, Master Sergeant Rosemary Elliott, Recruiting and Retention Battalion Acting Command Sergeant Major, Commanders, Command Sergeants Major, First Sergeants, Unit Leaders, RSP Warriors, and Leaders, and a special welcome to the families of our warriors. We would also like to welcome all who are joining us today through this recorded social media presentation. I am Staff Sergeant June Marie Owen, your MC for today's event. Before we begin the Battle Handoff Ceremony, we like to conduct our warrior promotions. It is customary for all military personnel to stand when the highest ranking officer enters the room and when official orders are being published. We invite all civilians to do the same. Would the following warriors please come forward? Private Maynard Salmon, Private Amram Yobe. I'd like to invite Colonel Panton and Master Elliott to come forward. Attention to orders. The Recruiting and Retention Battalion Commander has reposed special trust and confidence in the patriotism, valor, fidelity, and professional excellence of these warriors. In view of these qualities, their demonstrated leadership potential and dedicated service, Privates Maynard Salmon and Private Amram Yobe are promoted to Private E2, signed Tesleen Panton, Lieutenant Colonel, Commanding. Ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated.
Let's give these warriors a round of applause.
We will begin the Battle Handoff Ceremony at this time. The Battle Handoff Ceremony is a very significant event, as it recognizes the accomplishments of our RSP warriors. These warriors have endured the rigors of the Recruit Sustainment Program, basic combat training, and advanced individual training. They have been challenged physically and mentally and have met all the requirements for their military occupational specialty. Today, we hand these warriors over to their respective units. These units will be receiving soldiers that are physically fit, mentally tough, and administratively correct. They are now official members of the world's greatest army and ready to serve their island and country. We will now listen as these warriors speak about their experiences and offer advice and encouragement to the Blue Phase warriors, beginning with Private Trevan Nayor.
Private Nayor Trevan, 11 Bravo, Infantryman, Delta Company. I'd like to thank my family and friends for the support, and the cadres at RSP and at Basic for all their support. And my advice to the new trainees who are going to ship out to Basic is to embrace the suck, because it's going to suck, have fun, and hydrate a lot, or you die.
All right.
Private Rachel Nayor, 12 November, 1224th Engineers. I'd like to thank RSP, my recruiter, Sergeant Alvarez, and my family. My advice for incoming soldiers is get on your PT and just pick up your feet.
Whoa.
There you go.
Private Battalion, 68 Whiskey, Combat Medic, HIC. I would first like to thank my recruiter, Sergeant First Class Borja, my family and friends, and the friends I made at BCT and AIT. And for any soldiers going to BCT and AIT, focus on your hospital corners, and don't keep Snickers in your locker at AIT.
All right.
First Class Tagud Antonio, 11 Bravo Infantryman, assigned to Delta Company. I would like to thank Sergeant Penethor and Sergeant Owen for giving me a second chance at being a part of this great family that we're a part of. And my advice to the warriors heading to basic training is that take it day by day. It's not hard, but it's not easy. It's made to push you to your limits. It's the funnest thing that you'll never want to do again.
Well said.
Private First Class Guia, 92 Raw, Culinary Specialist, assigned to hotel company. I would like to thank my family, all the cadres, and my recruiter, Sergeant First Class Ajudu. My advice is always remember your whys and stay motivated.
PFC San Miguel, 68 Echo, MedDet. Stay motivated, push forward, and just remember your whys. I'd like to thank my recruiter, Staff Sergeant Cepeda, for believing in me, and my wife and kids. Thank you for all your support. Love you. Thank you.
PFC Atoigue Daniel. I want to thank my family for the support, and my recruiter, Sergeant First Class Azuzu. My advice is embrace yourself, remember your why, and always remember warriors never quit.
Private First Class Ligoma John Paulo, 12 November, 1224, Engineers. I would like to thank to my family and friends, my recruiter, Sergeant First Class Borja, and all the RSP cadre. My advice to the upcoming soldier is take all the knowledge, the advice you get from RSP. It will help you to your basic and AIT training.
Private Kolobach Wesley from 1224 Engineering, MOS 12 Romeo, Interior Electrician. My advice for new trainees, just do as you're told and remember your why. I would like to thank my recruiter, Staff Sergeant Roland, and my friends and family. Thank you.
Thank you, warriors, for those encouraging words. We will now conduct our coining ceremony. At this time, I'd like to call upon Pansan and Master Elliott to present each warrior with the RSP coin. Each warrior is receiving the Recruit Sustainment coin. On one side of the coin, there are engraved words, administratively correct, mentally prepared, and physically fit, signifies the mission of the program, to improve the success rate of our new recruits during their initial active duty training. The reverse side is engraved with the 7 Army values: loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. These values were introduced to each warrior during their time with RSP and further strengthened at basic and advanced individual training. These Army values will forever be embedded in their hearts and throughout their military career. Thank you, Colonel Panton and Master Elliott. You may be seated.
Left base. Forward march.
All right, half a day and welcome, everyone. I know we have some people out on Facebook, so just want to make sure that I welcome everybody. Welcome. Major General Agagi, Guam Adjutant General. Colonel Cruz, AAG, Army. Colonel Douglas, Chief of Staff. State Command Sergeant Major Leonin. Warriors, families, and leaders. As we continue to deal with the COVID environment and protect the island with Operation Liberate Guam that is providing vaccines to the community, we're continuing to train and bring new soldiers in. But with that, each one of you is here today because someone, somewhere along the way pushed you, they encouraged you, and someone loved you, and someone made sacrifices for you. So during these challenging times, remember your why. Understanding that our profession, it comes with risks, but remember why we serve. In service of one of our overarching missions to protect the values that we all share, which are freedom, equality, and limitless opportunities for everyone. Finally, as the Guam Guard's future, continue to proudly and willingly serve your nation, the Army, and your island. Thank you.
Thank you, Colonel Panton. As we close our ceremony, on behalf of the Recruiting and Retention Battalion Commander, Acting Command Sergeant Major, and staff, we would like to thank you all for your attendance today. We would especially like to thank the families and friends that joined us today and for your commitment and encouragement for being the pillars of support for these fine warriors. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand as the warriors recite the Soldier's Creed and remain standing for the singing of the Army song. We invite all uniformed personnel to do the same.
The Soldier's Creed.
The Soldier's Creed! I am an American soldier. I am a warrior member of a team. I serve the people of the United States and live the Army values. I will always place the mission first. I will never accept defeat. I will never quit. I will never leave a fallen comrade. I am disciplined, physically and mentally tough, trained and proficient in my warrior tasking drills. I will always maintain my arms, my equipment, and myself. I am an expert and I am professional. I stand ready to deploy, engage, and destroy the enemies of the United States of America in close combat. I am a guardian of freedom and the American way of life. I am an American soldier.
The Army song.
The Army song. March along, sing our song. We're the Army of the free. Count the brave, count the true, who have fought to victory. We're the Army and proud of our name. We're the Army and proudly proclaim. First to fight for the right and to build the nation's might, and the Army goes rolling along. Proud of all we have done, fighting till the battle's won, and the Army goes rolling along. Then it's hi, hi, hey, the Army's on its way. Sound off the gate, it's loud and strong. For wherever we go, you will always know that the Army goes rolling along.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our ceremony. Thank you. Please drive safe and have a great recruiting day.